So I was originally going to make a comparison video of the Wright ZK mower to some other stand-on mowers that I'm familiar with and that I used, but I quickly realized after using it for a few days that there is no comparison. What's going on, guys? For the first time watching my channel, thanks for clicking on the video. Please go ahead and subscribe if you like the video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. My local dealer, Kanabi Outdoor Power Equipment, started selling Wright mowers. So now they're an authorized Wright mower dealer, in addition to Toro mowers, which is what I've always used all this time because that's where what my dealer has, and they're obviously a good mower, popular brand and so on. But since they got these in, I wanted to support them, and I also wanted to give them a try because I hear a lot of stuff about Wright mowers on social media. I see definitely a good amount on trucks and trailers all over my area. Primarily you see Toro and other brands like that, but there are a bunch of Wrights all over the place. So obviously they're popular for a reason. So I just wanted to give it a try, and there's several key points that I wanted to go over. I just want to go ahead and list off all the pros and cons. All right, let's go. All right, so Wright has had the patent where you can stand in between the two wheels for a long time, and that's what sets them apart from all the other stand-on mowers. And now that has expired, and other companies are starting to emulate this setup in their own way for their stand-on mowers, but they're still not the same as a Wright mower. So with that being said, standing in here like this, you're lower to the ground, lower sense of gravity, you feel more comfortable standing upright, leaning into the pad, your feet settle down into here. Right down in here is a nice area, and it's at an angle, so it automatically forces you to lean forward up against the pad to be in the right position. These bars are nice and wide and long so that they just feel natural for you to maneuver at the height that you're at. It also makes the overall unit more compact, where my Toro Grandstand and other brands, the front end sticks out a little bit further. Basically the deck almost comes out to where these wheels are, and then you have the wheels out there. So it's an overall longer unit. Yes, a lot of those units you can fold up the platform that sticks out above the wheels, so that's handy to, when you're storing it in a trailer, you can back more things up against them. But the Wright mowers are already compact, so you can also stack more mowers behind them that way as well. This is the ZK. So this one is their big, powerful, their elite unit. It's their Mac Daddy. It's the fastest of the bunch. It's the heaviest duty of the bunch. Bigger wheels, better traction, better speed, more power. One of the things that I never really liked about the Wright standers was the fact that you are in between the wheels. I listed the pros of why that's good, But why I don't like it is because I'm a tall guy and I have a wide stance, and I like to stand a little bit wider than what this allows me to, especially when I'm on slopes and I'm at an angle. I want to just kind of lean and spread my legs out and put one foot up over here. But because of the ZK model, it's got 2 gas cans on here, so you don't run out of gas nearly as often. So that's a pro, that you have these 2 big giant tanks, so you can go through a whole day without having to fill up if you've got a ton of yards. But because of that, there's nowhere to put your feet. Where the Stander X has the fenders over the wheels, you can put that foot up on the fender right over the wheel, so you can lean into your angles and stuff like that and feel a little more balanced. With that being said, because you're lower center of gravity and the unit is compact and the wheels are big and the traction is good, you don't really feel like you have to lean into the turns as much, but just naturally you kind of feel like you should. So being restricted in between these two is just more of a learning curve than anything else. But I do prefer having a wider stance and being able to move around a little bit more. But it is a learning curve. I have gotten used to a little bit more being locked in there and just standing upright, and it's more comfortable over the course of the day that way, actually, because you're not moving around as much and you're absorbing the shocks a lot better, which, because of the wheels, because of the shock absorbing system, so not only do you have the springs here, but you also have this shock absorbing right here. So it makes this platform overall very, very absorbent for shock. Also, it's a learning curve. You know, everything's more compact, so you got stuff all under here, your throttle up and down, trying to figure out what's the best way to do that, your choke and everything here and all that, you know, your key ignition. But the pros to that is your PTO switches right here, so you never have to take your hands off the controls. So you hop up over the curb, just pull it. You get done about to hop off the curb, or somebody talks to you, push it down, you're done. Your hands never have to leave the steering. Where on my Toro, because it's longer, there's an additional section down here that has all this stuff on it, so I have to actually take my hand off and push the PTO down or pull it up, and then put back on the controls and go. So it's a lot more, it's really, you'd be surprised how awesome that is, being able to do that without ever having to move your hands. So overall, that is definitely a pro for that being there, even though you have to kind of learn how to use the rest of this stuff in between all these different things here. I really like the deck height adjustment, how it locks into place. You see all these notches here. So when you set your adjustment here for 4 inches, then you just lower this like any other deck, but then you latch it into place, and now it's locked in there, which means the deck never goes up and down. It never moves. So no matter how many bumps you go over the lawn, the deck stays locked in that position no matter what. I like the fact that, you know, Wright already thought that through and put that actually in the design of the machine rather than an afterthought fix.